Today in ATS, we're finishing the Cruising Missouri event. We're knocking the last 2 towns off the list in one delivery, from Kirksville to Poplar Bluff, north to south across the state, and one beautiful drive across the lush Midwest of America starts right now. Well guys, we are in Kirksville, Missouri, right at the end of the Cruising Missouri event, which is good because I think we're actually running out of time in that here in American Truck Simulator. And we've got 2 towns left to visit. Well, not visit per se, but we got 2 towns left to deliver to for the Cruising Missouri event. And well, one of them's here in Kirksville. Let me explain that. So for the Cruising Missouri event, we've got 2 events left here. We're 10 out of 12. And these are for delivering either from or to one of these cities. I was most recently in the last video we were in, if you saw the last video, we were in, oh darn, what was it we were in? Because I left there. Well, whatever town we were in last, I honestly forget. It's been a couple days, but picking up from there, I was looking for deliveries to either Kirksville or Poplar Bluff to continue and finish off this list, but there were none. So what I did was I drove here to Kirksville. That's where we're at right now. I drove to Kirksville, and I'm going to see if we can kill 2 birds with one stone. If we do a delivery from Kirksville to Poplar Bluff, will that count for both of them? Because it's from a town and to a town, right? And it's more than 100 miles. So we're going to look for a job, and we're going to look to kill off this event, which is good because I think the event's about over here at the end of May. I think we're running out of time. Anyway, so we're going to look for an event, or a job, sorry, from, we'll just type it up here. Hopefully there's something going to Poplar. Oh, there is. It pays a whopping $8,000. 14 hours remaining. We've got plenty of time to do it. All right. So, well, that's literally the only choice. So there we go. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to finish off this event. Sometimes I don't even finish these events because it gives you like a month to do all the deliveries, but sometimes I just get too busy doing other things and I don't get finished with this. Wait, why did my window roll down? Did I push the wrong button? Really? That's weird. Because I meant to, hang on, let me close this stupid map that's up there. There we go. My brake was off. Okay. We're all set. I'm just making sure everything's good. So we are leaving at, it's 1:30 in the morning. We don't need that menu at the bottom of the screen there. It's 1. We got a clock on the dashboard. It's 1:30 in the morning. And so we're starting off kind of early, but we had to go pick up our thing, which I didn't see how far it was. Here, let's pop this back up. How far is their trailer? Oh, it's like literally right here. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna pick up our trailer. Yeah, I didn't see what it is we're delivering. Yeah, that's really bad of me. What is it we're delivering? Glass racks. Okay, we've delivered that before. Right. I think it's racks for glass, not racks made out of glass. Regardless, I don't know what a glass rack is, but we've delivered it before. And yeah, I think it's like, they look like big metal racks that hold like panes of glass or something. All right. So anyway, let's get going with this here. So we're starting off at 1:30 in the morning, but it'll be light. I mean, not soon, but by the time we get underway with our delivery, it'll be light and we'll have a beautiful morning drive. Just trying to adjust, if I sound weird, I'm trying to adjust my microphone here. All right. So we got rest. That's why it's, yeah, I was pulled over at that gas station getting some rest. We got plenty of fuel. Our trailer is back here. And yeah, so we're back in our new, well, mostly new Freightliner FLD. How many miles we have of this now? 3,600. Yeah, it's still pretty new. Still pretty new. Most of those miles were put on, well, right here on videos on the channel. Of course, except for the one delivery that I forgot to record. Well, I didn't forget to record it. I forgot to hit record. There's a difference. I thought I was making a video of that entire delivery, and it turns out I forgot to hit record. So except for that, and except for one job I did, which I deleted the recording because it was bad. It was a bad trip. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a very good video, so I deleted that one. So besides those 2, all of this truck's almost 4,000 miles have been here, you know, within the last few videos on the channel, including when we drove it back from Oregon to Missouri, mostly in one video. Yeah, long. The video wasn't that long. The video was 2 hours, but it was a long trip. So our trailer, I guess we're going through this gate here. That's my assumption. And our trailer is let's see here. Right there. There's our trailer. All right, so far this truck has a 100% efficiency in the hitching. Oh, I had something clever I was going to say there. This truck always hitches. I've never not had it hitch first try. So let's try to continue that. We can today, which is what I do every time. Always try to zoom in here and get a better view. I always try to. Okay, now this I've never done. One hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the mouse to try to get the best possible. Yeah, it's actually kind of a little weird. It might throw me off, actually. Let's take my hand off the mouse. I'm on truck. Ooh, yeah, yep. Well, it's set on the simulation hitching. It's not always easy. Some trucks, in fact, I've had issues with. This truck, every time we get it. All right, well. So we got our glass racks. Ooh, this is a good-looking truck. All right, we're off to Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Haven't been there yet. Yeah, I started off today in, I forget. I forget what town it was we left off in, but I started off there, and there was not a delivery to neither, Kirksville nor Poplar Bluff, and I didn't have Kirksville discovered yet, so I had to drive here. I thought about recording, but I was like, no, I don't want to record if we're not even pulling a load. So I drove over here to Kirksville to discover it, and luckily, yeah, there was one delivery. So we're going to see if this counts for both towns on the Cruising Missouri event. I imagine that it should. Let's pop this up here and let's see what our distance is. We'll put it in our trip. 369. 369. So let's reset our trip. All right. It's reset. Yeah, trip's reset. So 369 miles. Get rid of this bar. We don't need that ugly thing there. We got a clock on the dashboard. It's 2 a.m. All right, 369. And that's how we'll know how far we are. Well, yeah, I said we'll put it into the trip. To be fair, I wish we could put it into the trip. I can't. That would be cool, though. But we can remember that number. Yeah, that's what I meant. We'll reset the trip, and then we'll remember that number. And use that for our distance. It's good to know when we're getting close. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what we didn't do? Hang on. Look at our route. We want to look at our route and see, because I haven't been to Kirksville yet. So there's sites here to see. There's sites. Look, let's stop here at this viewpoint. Haven't been here. So we're going to stop there before we leave town. There's a camera thing there. I'll get that some other time. I don't want to bore you guys with too many side things. So we're going to be taking, but I'd like to see what roads we're going to be going on. So first we're going to be going on a couple of highways, 63 south to 36 and then 61 south. We're going to hop, mostly it looks like, what are we here? Here in St. Louis, there's a thing here. Well, remind me when we get to St. Louis to pull over there. We're largely going to be on, this is all highways. This is a highway drive today. 63, then 61, then 67. Yeah, today we're going to be all on highways. Well, that's cool. All right, and there's another viewpoint here. Well, I guess it'll be a fairly scenic drive today. Try to remember to hit all these. We've got one here in town, one in St. Louis, and one when we get to Poplar Bluff. We're going to be on 60-something, 61, 63, 67. Highways south. Oh, and one more thing, though. One more thing. Oh, not quick travel. Darn it. I didn't mean to click that. Kirksville, St. Louis, Poplar Bluff. Okay, I always want to make sure, I want to know what towns we're going through. So when we get to one of those, you know, when it does happen, we get to like a tricky intersection, you know, when it's all this town this way, this town this way, it's good to know in, you know, advance what towns you're headed towards. So yeah, there's something to take a picture of up there. Yeah, I'll do those, do that in my own time. It's dark anyway. We won't be able to see whatever it is anyway. But we will do this viewpoint. Oh, don't hit the truck. Don't hit the truck. Oh, we're good. We're good. All right. So our first viewpoint is right up here a little ways. 45 miles an hour. Getting started. Probably like... Oh, it's still 2 a.m. Oh, yeah, because I spent all that time in the pause screen, of course. Yeah. Kirksville. Kirksville, Missouri. And here's a thing here. Let's see, where's it at? I think I see it. Yeah, I see it. Now, it'll be kind of dark for this, but there's lights here in the town, so we'll see something. Alright. E-brake, engine off. Alright, let's see what we got here. So this is Kirksville. I may cut some of this out. I usually cut these down a bit because they can be kind of long. And if I'm not talking, then I usually pretty much just kind of cut out everything I'm not talking through. But, you know, this is usually where they showcase here. You know, it's like, here, look, all the beautiful landmarks of Kirksville, Missouri, which we've recreated. Which is cool because they do a lot of work to put as many actual, you know, landmarks and stuff like that, you know. And as I've seen, you know, places that I've been and places I'm familiar with in the U.S., they do a good job. I've even seen, you know, signs or, you know, places I know where there's a, you know, like there's a certain particular mileage sign that I remember that's in the game. Like, really small details sometimes are here. I'm particularly familiar with Western Colorado because that's where I live. And I'm really familiar with Western Colorado. And they've got some, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not there. Distances are compressed, but there's an amazing, there's a particular couple of mileage signs I know that are even there. You know. Anyway, so there's town of Kirksville, Missouri. It's truck fired up, e-brake. All right, so we're not stopping again until St. Louis. We won't need to stop for fuel. And here in a couple hours, it'll be getting light. Get on the road here. All right. Get it down the road in a Freightliner. It's a dealership. Is that a dealership up here? I think it is. Looks like we'll be getting close enough to discover it. I like to try to discover the dealerships and the recruitment agencies and such when I get close enough. All right, 35 miles an hour. Yeah, we got something up here. Yeah, that's a dealership of some sort. Up here on the right. Oh, it's gonna take forever to, okay, thank you. I had to stop at so many stoplights. I mean, well, before I started recording today's video, like I said, I drove from, I can't remember the name of the town we were at, but I drove 100-some miles to get to Kirksville. And yeah, I got stopped at a lot of stoplights. Oh, it's a Volvo dealership. Did we discover it? Did I get close enough? Here, let's pull over just a little bit. There we go. Hopefully there was no one behind me. Yeah, there was, but it's all right. Now we can get going. Now we should be headed on the highway here. 60 miles an hour. That I hit. 1 second. Where's my on? Right. Can't see those switches at night. And oh, I didn't see that sign. That's all right. All right, so we are going. We'll be going southeasty, so we should get a good view of the sun rising here in a little bit. I mean, it's still it's only 2:30, but here in a bit we'll get a. I usually don't like to drive too much at night in the videos. I just figure it doesn't look as good on video driving at night. But night is a thing that, you know, I figure, yeah, night is a thing that happens naturally. And so it would be unrealistic if I drove only during the daytime. Yeah. Oh, no. Come on, truck. I lost all my speed on that. Sorry, guys behind me. Oh, man. All right. Well, it's a good thing I looked, though. I mean, it's a good thing I looked. Wait, I'm not turning here, am I? Oh, yeah, I am. My eyes were looking at the stoplight up there. Yeah, I had my eyes on that stoplight up there. All right, well, yeah, so let's try to avoid anything bad happening, you know, any stupid maneuvers. Try to keep the trip safe and everything like that. want a safe journey for everyone. So I guess it's going to be next stop, St. Louis. He's in the other lane. Okay. I was like, well, there's a car right there. What lane is he in? Yeah, next stop, St. Louis. And there we go. All right, we're on the highway. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to see at night. Not a whole lot to see. Maybe we can get a good view of the truck. If I get on a little straight section here. Yeah, it looks like it's straight-ish up here. I can't really see the truck much. Yips. Yeah. Sometimes I can do that pretty good. Okay, that's me just trying to be silly. Well, not silly. It's me trying to get good camera angles for something, but you can't really see much at night anyway. It can be kind of hard to steer, yeah, in reverse like that, like when you're coming toward the camera. So anytime you see, in these videos, anytime you see a shot of the truck coming toward the camera, yeah, I was driving and I was steering in reverse, steering backwards on the wheel. Yeah, it's a little hard, but it gets really cool camera angles, I think. But at nighttime, yeah, no, a little hard to see here. But give us an hour-ish, a little more, and we'll have some sunrise action happening. We've got 300 miles to go. And yeah, a whole part of Missouri that I haven't seen. So, oh, someone's having a, not the best morning over there. Yeah, so not driven trucks here in a couple of days. I've been playing, yeah, I saw that kind of, but, yep. Let me slow down and make sure that, I know what we're doing here. Make sure I know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, you know, I say I like the highway because it's more interesting than the freeway. It is. The freeway is kind of, you know, kind of just AFK territory, right? Just, the thing with the highway is, though, obviously, things like that can happen out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I've been playing Roadcraft for the past few days, and that's what I want to do today, but it's like, no, I really need to drive trucks. I want to keep this up on the channel, and also, I want to drive my truck. I don't want to, you know, neglect my, trucking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to Roadcraft. That's really awesome. It just came out. There's content. There's videos up on the channel. Yeah, so after this here, now I don't know when this video is going up. This video is probably going up today, but as soon as I get done here, I'm gonna go do some road construction. Drive trucks, do some road construction, maybe do some farming later. Yeah, I think it's a nice circle of content for the channel. Driving trucks in road construction with tractors and tractors on the field. Yeah, all kind of circle of life, tractors and trucks kind of thing. Anyway, found us another town full of stoplights. Of course, that's the other thing with highways, I guess. Yeah, I say that I prefer particularly the thing I always say is I like the 2-lane highways. I just got to make sure to be attentive. Yeah, the freeways are really boring, especially if you drive with a steering wheel, because I started playing this game a long time ago, and I used a controller. I played with the controller for years, and, well, it's a totally different game, kinda. Here, what am I doing? Cruise control for 65. Well, with the controller, you're constantly adjusting the stick on the highway. You're constantly bumping the stick left or right to stay straight on the highway. This is the one game I would say it's absolutely worth. I mean, yeah. Get a steering wheel. Yeah. It's a completely different game. When I played with a controller, I had to constantly keep my eyes on the road, my hands gripping the controller constantly, tweaking left, right on the thing to stay straight. Watching TV while I was driving was difficult. Not often, but sometimes it was easy to wreck. Watching Netflix on the other monitor, it was sometimes easy to wreck because, yeah, you're constantly doing, if you can see my wheel right now, yeah, you're constantly like doing this, just trying to, I don't know. With the steering wheel, it suddenly becomes like actually driving, whereas I just keep like one finger on it and just occasionally adjust it this or that. So what do I mean by all that? Driving on the freeway, boring anyway, but with the steering wheel, you're literally just sitting here with like one finger on it, like you would be like you would be, or the way I drive, because I'm tall, I have long legs, I just kick back in the driver's seat and just lean my thigh against the steering wheel and just hold it with my thigh, and it's just kind of boring. I like the roads like this. They're more interesting, and sometimes it keeps you on your toes with some stoplights and things like that. But yeah, now I don't have a lot of big fancy things. I definitely don't have a lot of money or anything like that, but it's definitely worth the investment in a steering wheel. They're not that expensive. I mean, they are, but yeah, this one's not. This is like $100 and some Logitech. What's it, G920? Just kind of the standard entry steering wheel is what I have, and it's plenty enough. The game works great with it. I don't mean to spend half this time on a commercial advertisement for a product, which, but it's if you drive this game with a controller or a keyboard, God forbid, you should try with the steering wheel. Change the whole thing for me. But anyway, I digress. Sun's starting to come up. We're getting some daylight in the old truck. Yeah, what time is it? It is something o'clock. It's 5 already. Really? That's what it says. 5 o'clock. All right. All right. St. Louis exit only. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. That's why we'd like to know the names of the towns we're going through, so I can go ahead and get in the appropriate lane. In St. Louis, we got a little viewpoint stopover. And we also, we got 200 miles left. 200 miles. I didn't mean to talk that whole time about the benefits of using a steering wheel, but it's a game changer. If you enjoy playing ATS, it's an absolute game changer. Other games, I could take it or leave it. I primarily got the steering wheel originally for Farming Simulator, and I don't use it for FS25 anymore. I think it's too much of a hassle. I like to kick back at that game with a controller better. Just personal preference, perhaps. But with this game, it's an absolute game changer. 60 miles an hour. And we're in it. Yeah, keep our eyes peeled. 55 it says. Keep our eyes peeled for that that viewpoint somewhere in St. Louis. I've only been through St. Louis once or twice. In the game, that is. I've been through St. Louis plenty in real life, but I mean in the game, I've only been through it once or twice. I think once. I mean, well, Missouri's brand new, hence the Cruising Missouri event, right? Let's see. There's some kind of icons up here. Oh, wait, what's this? Tulsa, Memphis, Illinois. Wait, what do the roads say? I don't know. None of those roads or towns are places we're going, so... this way. At the last second, wow. Well, I saw the yellow arrows, yeah, but that's not what got me. At the last second, I saw it said north. I'm looking at those towns, or I'm looking at the towns. I'm like, we're not going to Tennessee. We're not going to Illinois. None of those roads are the ones we're necessarily traveling on. I was like, yeah, I see the viewpoints up here. I don't think we can access it from this side of the road. 1 second here, guys. Let me see. No. Let's kill it off the map. We're going to kill that off the map because otherwise it's going to try to direct us there. We clearly can't get to it from this side of the road, so you see it's gonna, yeah, so we're just gonna, what? There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, we want to kill that off. Otherwise, it's going to try to direct us there, and we'll just hit that sometime when we're going the other direction. All right. Yeah, what got me on the signs was... Wait, my cruise control fell off? Yeah, okay. What got me on the signs was, it's like, okay, we're not going to Tennessee. We're not going to Illinois. That's not the road. That's not the road. But at the last second... Hang on one second here. South. That's what got me. Was I noticed the lane we were in, it said north. And I said, okay, none of that stuff is right, but we are definitely not going north. And at that exact moment, it was forcing me over. It was almost forcing me over. All right. South. That is the direction we're going. So if we're going anywhere, we're going toward Tennessee. Memphis. Memphis I've been to a few times. Well, my dad's from Memphis, so I've been through this area a few times. Plus, I used to live not that far from Memphis. This part of the country is pretty. I like this part of the country. Well, my dad's from Memphis. I grew up in Indiana, and for a time lived in Kentucky, a couple different times actually, southern Kentucky. So this part of the country, I'm as familiar as I am with western Colorado, where I live now. I'm also fairly familiar with, yeah, a little bit with this place down here. It's been a while. I like the country here, rolling lush green hills and the trees and all like that. Especially in like the Louisville River Valley area. Wait, what is that river? Why am I blanking the name of that river? Well, the river that goes through Louisville, which is probably, I forget exactly. Someone, but when you get to southern Indiana and or slash Kentucky, down in that area, it's all like huge green rolling hills and everything. It's so beautiful, which kind of looks not unlike where we're at now. Anyway, I should keep my eyes and my attention on the road here. But hey, we only got 130 miles. Oh, okay. Yeah, 130 miles. Yeah, that's all we got left. That's not bad at all. How long have I been recording? Ah, okay. Making decent time. Making decent time. Oh yeah, I wanted to get some cool camera shots of the truck. Maybe we can do that here. Oh yeah, it's nice and sunny out now. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day out here. And that was the thing, you know, when we left at 1:30 in the morning, but I figured it'll get sunny out. Sun will come up and we'll have good weather and it'll be a beautiful day, I hope. Right now, just trying to control my semi perfectly. Some beautiful shots of eastern Missouri here as we south of St. Louis down toward Poplar Bluff. Wow, yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah. All right, well. And Poplar Bluff, I couldn't read the distance, but we're actually getting within range. That's cool. That's a nice camera angle right there. That's cool. That was cool. Okay, well, I want to get cool camera angles for the intro. I don't like breaking up the drive, doing weird, risky stuff like that, but I do want cool things for the intro or in the thumbnail. I have to think about that, just from a YouTube perspective. When you get done making a video, and then you're like, oh crap, what am I going to use for the thumbnail? If you do video game footage like I do, it's like, what am I going to do for the thumbnail? So you start going through your, your brain over like the entire video, and it's like, well, where was a good place? So, anyway. Keeping occupied doing something. Yeah, everyone keeps occupied on a road trip, right? So, here where, well, I don't know, that's what I was doing. Trying to get a good picture of the truck. Hey, you know, the truck looks really good. The truck looks good. And there's a lot of country out here. Before I started today, what the town that we started in, well, I mean, before I started, like when I was on my way to Kirksville to start today's delivery, I hit a viewpoint before I started recording. And it was just farmland. Usually the viewpoints, like, you know, like we saw earlier, like the cutscenes, they're usually in towns, or they're at really scenic spots, you know, like Grand Canyon or some kind of, you know, Mount Rushmore, right? Or they're in towns or cities. But the one I hit was literally just farmland. And that really does kind of sum up a lot of what we're seeing today. Farmland. And we're getting pretty close to our delivery. Well, yeah, I said Poplar Bluff. Yeah, I didn't see the distance, but it's the next town. And we'll see if we kill two birds with one stone and complete the Missouri event. But that'd be cool, just because, well, one second. Let me get a drink here. Just hold my drink in my hand. Sometimes I don't get the events complete because I'm doing other things. Wait, I might want to stay in that lane. You know what? Well, I got over there in case they slow down or something, but we're probably gonna have to turn too. So, yeah, I want to get the event done. It's easy to not get them done. It's easy to get sidetracked doing deliveries in other states or stuff like that. And I want to do deliveries in other states. I want to be done with Missouri so that we can be like, okay, we got this event done, and then we can go on about seeing the rest of the country. Like, for instance, I mentioned I wouldn't mind, yeah, I'd like to do maybe a, you know, I guess we're not getting off anytime soon. Let me speed back up here. A series of deliveries in Texas would be cool. I was trying to think the other day, I mentioned it in a video. I was like, you know, what's one place we haven't been in a while that's really cool to do deliveries in? Nope, back up to 65. Texas. Texas is cool. Back down to 55. Oh my God, what's up with these speed limits? Whoops, there's no one over there. Hang on a second, I gotta pay attention here. Yeah, so I thought Texas would be a cool place maybe to do a series of videos in. You know, do some deliveries around Texas. I do like doing the Northwest. I did a video series on the channel doing deliveries in Northwest, and I wouldn't mind doing that again. But Texas is a great scenic place. Maybe also we could do a series on the West Coast, you know, California. So I'll be glad that the Missouri event will be done so that we can go and see other places, you know, with the knowledge that we've done the deliveries to all 12 of the cities here. And we'll find out here pretty soon if this counts for finishing that. I think it should, because it's a delivery to one town, which it'll tick off Poplar Bluff because it's a delivery to Poplar Bluff, and it should tick off Kirksville because it's a delivery from Kirksville. Ooh, riding the brakes there. There we go. We got it. Nice looking truck. Yeah. We're going up here somewhere. We got a viewpoint. Should probably kind of look for it. Yeah, it is up here past this traffic light on the right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like right past this light. We want to pull over. Yeah, there's a right turn. We can pull over right before it cuts us off, right before the road limit hits. A little Poplar Bluff viewpoint. There it is. Beautiful. All right. We're just going to stop our engine right here. Sorry, guys. I'll just be a moment. We just have to do a cut scene. All right. The small town of Poplar Bluff in southeastern, I think, Missouri, if I recall from where it's at on the map. Yeah. Or like, I think it's like far south. I think this is like the far, far south. Deep south, Missouri. Wait a second. Let me get back to the truck. I thought I pushed the ignition. Did I not? There we go. There we go. And we don't want your info bars. Go away, info bars. We do want... All right. And we got to get out of this place back the way we were going. Yeah, we just need to turn around. So... Yeah, we got room to turn around here. Trying to see where do we have room to turn around. Well, assuming we can go in between these cars, which is not guaranteed. Then we got room. Well, let us... Whoa, really? Did I, yeah, I think I did. I mean, yeah, usually I'm paying better attention than that. Wow, this truck looks good in this light. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mod truck. I'll have a link to it in the description below. 4K resolution trucks look insanely good in this game. Sometimes I just have to admire it. Yeah. Anyway. Whoa, what just happened there? Hit some kind of button on my mouse. My bad. My bad, guys. It's, we are hanging a left and then a right. Yeah, we're hitting on that, I see where we're going. I see where we're going. Let's get going out here before traffic starts coming. Oh, too late. Ah, geez, guys. Oh, man. Are they gonna... Okay. How about that? They're being polite, letting us over. It's very kind of them. Alright, we're so almost there. We are literally... In fact, by distance, if you look at the trip, it says 371. So we're literally like... We went out of our way enough. I mean, we're so close that just going out of the way for the viewpoint put us over the distance, apparently. So our delivery is like literally got to be right here. Although sometimes I have found that the distances get a little distorted when you get close to your delivery. Like it'll say you have 1 mile left, like the last 10 miles sometimes. Happens a lot. But we gotta be seriously almost... Yeah, I see it on the... It's on the GPS now. It's up here to the right. Alrighty, so... An uneventful delivery. I mean, it was a cool delivery. I rambled most of the time about steering wheels and videos on YouTube or something. But beautiful countryside. There was no near misses or almost accidents. No, there was one time I was getting some camera angles and the truck swerved a little bit. It's hard not to swerve when you're going 70 miles an hour and you're steering in the opposite direction while watching, you know, but you get really good shots from that. But I already rambled enough about that. So, besides one time when I swerved, no close calls or anything. Yeah, we're taking this over here to up on the left, I believe. Yep, up here on the left. And, well, we still got to get the trailer parked. Yes, things can still happen because we still have to park the trailer. Now, where do they want it? Do you figure probably up here, up front, I'm guessing. Oh, look, there's another trailer of glass racks right there. Let's see where they want it. 40 XP? It says only 40 XP. Yeah, they want it right over here. Okay, so assuming we can drive across the railroad tracks, which not guaranteed. We did there because there was a crossing there. I'm not sure we can put the truck on the tracks, but here's what we'll do. We're going to pull up here. Pull up right here and just kind of bump this over the thing a little bit. Oh, the train didn't. I don't think a train's going to come. Sure, no one's coming. So we want to get the truck hooked this way. Turn the wheel, and we should be lined up pretty good for it. And just kind of hook this through here. Nice and slowly, like. And hook it around. Close enough. Close enough. All right, guys. Yeah, not the best, but not the best, no. But when I can one-shot it in like that without having to adjust, I'll take it a little more crooked. If I can just, yeah, if I don't have to, anyway. So guys, thanks so much for following along. And yes, that did. That finished off Missouri. How about that? I forgot about that there in the last minutes. Let's check this out. So that did. We killed off the last 2 towns with 1 delivery. What do we get for this anyway? Let's see here. Okay, we know the rules because we just completed it. Rewards, personal. Players that deliver cargo will, achievement. I didn't see the achievement. Did you guys? And a Beast of Burden ATS paint job, which sucks because you see, this is a mod truck. So this, yeah, I only drive mod trucks. I don't get to get the cool paint jobs. But, still cool. Still cool. Okay. So I didn't see the achievement, but we'll assume we got it. Thing is, when you drive mod trucks that are like 4K resolution, you can't go back to driving the regular ATS trucks. But it's okay. I wanted to finish the event for the sake of finishing the event. We did that. And now we can go on about other things. We might start, I'd like to start a series doing like Texas or something like that. Maybe we'll keep driving the Freightliner FLD here. I love this truck. It's really a Fortis truck. Or maybe we'll pick up a new one. We got plenty of money. How much money we got? $387,000. We got plenty of money. We could get a new truck. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time real soon here in ATS. But before that, I'll see you in Roadcraft and Farming Simulator. We'll have more stuff coming up real soon. Guys, yeah, don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And make sure you are. Click the notification bell. Helps out the channel. It really does, guys. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you all next time.